Chile has rerouted apples, grapes, and citrus fruits directly to Canadian ports after building a fast, dedicated export corridor with Ottawa. Lighter regulations and faster clearance made Canada the better option, pushing Chile's first quarter exports to Canada up 22% while U.S. sales fell 15%. Jamaica, frustrated by 12-day U.S. inspection delays that ruined freshness, pivoted to Canada's pre-clearance system. Metro grocery stores doubled shelf space for Caribbean goods, and Jamaica cut U.S. food exports by 18% in 9 months. Germany redirected nearly one-third of its food exports to Canada after U.S. dairy restrictions, supplying everything from pretzels to gourmet meats to Canadian distributors who bypass U.S. customs congestion. South Korea, facing delays for instant noodles and sauces in the U.S., shifted $150 million in food exports to Canada within 5 months. Costco Canada signed exclusives, and Korean food aisles doubled in size nationwide. Brazil responded to a U.S. carbon tax on meat with a rapid reroute, now supplying 20% of Canada's processed meat market. Alberta and Manitoba signed multi-billion-dollar deals for beef, poultry, and ethanol. France avoided a 25% U.S. tariff on luxury foods by increasing Canadian exports 18%, filling premium aisles with wine, cheese, and gourmet goods at competitive prices. Egypt, the world's largest wheat importer, turned to Canada when U.S. prices spiked. Saskatchewan farmers now supply over 60% of Egypt's new wheat contracts, backed by a bilateral food security agreement. Mexico redirected fruit, tequila, and salsa to Canada after U.S. border delays. Imports to Canada surged 30%, supported by a new, NAFTA Plus, food trade pact. India, facing bottlenecks at U.S. ports, shifted spices, rice, and lentils to Canada. Imports rose 20%, and major Indian brands set up Canadian warehouses for direct distribution. The UK, worn down by post-Brexit US trade friction, boosted Canadian exports 21%, redirecting goods from New Jersey to Halifax. Japan, once loyal to the US, now sends sushi-grade fish, soy sauce, and green tea first to Canada after customs reforms in Ottawa cut clearance times. In the first half of 2025, Japanese food exports to Canada jumped 34%, and Tokyo officially named Canada its top North American food trade partner. This shift is more than logistics. It's a redrawing of trust, reliability, and strategic partnership. Canada has become the anchor market for these nations, while the US watches its former dominance quietly erode. This is True State Report. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.